Alright, so this video here is going to be super simple. It's going to be focused on a bunch of different strategies, principles, like tactics that you could implement to reduce churn in a low ticket community. My last video was kind of covering the pricing, so I just figured as a next logical step, this one should just be focused on reducing churn. So without further ado, just going to kind of dive right into it. And like I said, this video is on reducing churn in low ticket communities. So the entire thesis this video is based on is that retention is the product. Members stay when they get a fast win and they know what to do next and feel seen. So essentially, they're not just a number within the community. They know what to do next. So there's valuable information within the community and they're getting fast wins. So they're actually getting results within the community. And then in terms of day 0 to 2 within the community, so the activation phase, essentially the general principle of what you want to do is welcome each member right away. You want to collect their goal and why they joined, and then you could make them pretty much make a post within the community, whether you're using Discord, School, whatever software, Circle. You just want them to post their 30-day goal and make it like public within the community, and then other people see it, and then they kind of tag along, and it just becomes this kind of a butterfly effect within the community. And you want to give them a simple 3-step quick start. I said 3-step quick start, like it just kind of like depends on what you're doing, but essentially you want to give them a simple roadmap of how they could start consuming the information and actually start like moving and taking action and stuff like that. And you want to book their live first live touch point this week, which I'm going to get to in a second, like what I mean by that essentially. But in terms of days 3 to 7, you want to make sure they're getting their first win by here. And it doesn't have to be like some like super big win or like some insane case study or anything like that. It just has to be any small like piece of progress that they could feel and that they're happy about pretty much. So it doesn't have to be anything big. It depends on what kind of community you're running, but try to get them their first win within the first 3 to 7 days. This is super important because if you do this, like they will stay more likely than not. But yeah, so essentially you're delivering one small outcome within 48 hours. Ask them to post their win within the community so other people could see it and they get motivated. You want to celebrate their win and then make sure everyone's celebrating it obviously within the community as well, encouraging them. And then you want to point them to the next step so the momentum keeps on moving. And then essentially in terms of the weekly rhythm within a community and like how you want to be running it, essentially you want to hold one reliable community call at the same time, at the same day and time every single week. And these should be recorded as well. So in terms of live calls, obviously not everyone within the community is going to be able to hop on live. So you want to be recording these so people that couldn't attend it live, so people who couldn't attend it live could literally come back, rewatch the entire thing, get the value from it. And yeah, so in terms of the actual amount of people that could join live, it's from what I've seen in some of the low ticket communities that I've worked with, it's around 20 to 30%. So it is imperative that you record it. It's super important. And you also want to offer a short office hours block for live help, preferably a different day from the actual community call, just because I don't know, I just found it to work better. I'm not sure exactly why it works better, but it should be a different day than the actual community call. So yeah, schedule that on a different day and then start the week with goals and then end it with a wins thread. So that's the general idea you want to do. So on Monday you're like, oh, we're gonna all do this week, and then at the end we're going to share all of our wins. So that's kind of the way you want to frame it there. And then in terms of human touch within the community, this is also pretty important, but you want to be checking in at key moments with a short personal message or quick call with members that are actually performing very well, getting wins, are active, are just generally positive for the community. You want to be having human touch points with them, and you want to remove blockers fast and make members feel like they are known by their first name essentially. So that's kind of like what I mentioned at the start, but essentially you don't want them to feel like a number within a large community. You want everyone to feel involved here. And then in terms of churn blockers and stuff that you could do to reduce the churn of a community is essentially before anyone cancels, ask them what is blocking them and offer them a simple fix. So a simple fix could be the community at half off for the next month, or a short like restart call. So you could have them hop on a call and just kind of discuss some of the things that they were thinking about, why they wanted to leave and stuff like that. Honestly, this is kind of optional because obviously, especially when you're working with big communities, you can't be like hopping on a call with every single person that's leaving. Like it just like doesn't make sense at a certain scale. But yeah, this is a general thing that could work pretty well. And then you want to keep a pause option available as well and send a clear reminder before any renewals. So that's also important. And then finally, the recognition loop. So you want to be showing member results every single week, preferably every single day, to be honest. So just keep flooding the channel with those so everyone sees all this success everyone's having and they stay and they're motivated. You want to thank helpful members in public, so make posts about them within the community, and reward first wins to make progress visible and contagious. And pretty much following all of these kind of high level principles and like strategies and just general kind of rules of thumb, you will reduce the churn in it. And then in terms of the KPIs, you want to be keeping your churn preferably below 10 to 12%. There's going to be certain niches and stuff like that that have higher churn rates. Like for example, one off the top of my head is sports betting communities. They have a super high churn rate. There's not much you could do about it besides actually just being like the best sports bettor and giving out the best picks and stuff like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Hopefully these kind of general principles help you guys out a little bit, and yeah, that'll be it.